Dear friends, hello again to everyone. Today we will be here again with short, informative, and nice information. We also have a guest today. Actually, he is our guest from Vienna. He lives in Vienna. Welcome, Ibrahim.
You're welcome, bro.
Ibrahim has actually been dealing with Amazon and meat trading for a long time. We have known him for a while, and when they came to visit New York, we met with him, they visited us. And as can be understood from the title of our video, it is actually about a subject that will be of great benefit to many people, to many of our friends who have the opportunity to come to America. We will talk about how to get a driver's license for friends who have a driving visa and come to America for a short time, and for friends who can come. Actually, about this, since he experienced the process from beginning to end, we are shooting the video together today. While we usually make our videos informative or narrating ourselves, sometimes it can be a monologue. Therefore, we wanted one of you to explain this process to us as someone who has at least experienced this process from beginning to end as social proof. First of all, welcome back, Ibrahim.
You're welcome, bro.
Now let's start from here first. Now, in America, having an ID means having an ID or driving license, friends. How can he have an ID? Since you cannot have an ID, you can have a driver's license. We will tell you how to do it in this video. There are some advantages of having this license. For example, you can open an Amazon account very easily. You can open a bank account very easily. This ID will provide you with great convenience in bank applications and credit card applications in many different places. We will explain how you can apply and get this in a very short time. We are talking about it in a while, in an average of 5 days, 1 week. First of all, let's start from here, Ibrahim. Our friends living in Turkey or living in different parts of the world came to America as tourists. Today we will talk specifically about New Jersey and New York, but we can talk in general. These friends of ours came as tourists. They will stay here for almost 10 days, 15 days. And they want to make the system that I will explain in this video. What are the required documents? Let's start from here if you want.
First of all, people who want to get a driver's license in New Jersey must first have 3.
The reason he said New Jersey is because of Ibrahim. In New Jersey, he actually did that transaction in his own New Jersey. It's basically the same in New York. But he did it there because the Turkish population in New Jersey was a bit high and he at least lived there. So he'll talk a little bit about New Jersey. But as I said, you can also perceive it as New York, New Jersey, or a different state because there is a sub-score issue. We'll talk about that in a moment.
In order to get a driver's license, we need a passport, a driver's license, and a bank statement. So we need an address professor. We need these 3 documents.
Yes, your friends have a driver's license. Passport already exists. Now there will be a bank statement. For this you need to open an account at the bank. We will explain that step in a moment. Or address professor friends who call the address professor. There may be an electricity, gas, etc. bill in your name. But if you don't have your own, you can take on a friend's. Or you can put it on directly. If this does not exist, you will make a statement. For this, a bank needs to be opened. If you want, let's talk about how easily it can be opened, from which bank, and what documents are required.
First, I will explain how we can do these step by step. We opened an account at TD Bank.
There is a bank called TD Bank. You can type in Google TD Bank. It has a green emblem.
I suggest we open an account at that bank, because the transactions are easier. TD Bank wants this from us. The passport can be a second identity, our identity.
It could be a Turkish ID, it could be a driver's license.
It also asks for proof of address. We can get the address proof via email.
Now there are 3 things you need to fight the bank. What did we say? 1 passport, 2 a second ID, you give 3 1 address, and it asks for proof of address based on that address. Now this address is Ibrahim. You can also give the address of a relative of yours, but you will need an address proof in your name. Well, because this will be difficult.
Yes, because people do not want to give it away. It may not be familiar to everyone. So the easiest way is...
Write to Google via email. You are purchasing an address for an average fee of $100 a year or $10 a month. You bought it in New Jersey. How did this process work? It's there because it has a notarization period.
Yes, after entering the website here, we find 1 address in New Jersey. Because there are many addresses, we can choose any of these we want. After we receive this address, we have a notarization process for $25.
Friends, Notarize also has an application form. You fill it out, you will get an address in New Jersey. You write a Turkish address on the form, your residential address. You make a live connection with someone in what we call Notarize. It will determine whether you are a real person or not, based on your passport and the address you wrote in Turkey. It requires a document such as an electricity, natural gas, water, rental agreement. You can achieve this very easily. The house you live in probably has a phone bill. So we showed an invoice and a passport. That note takes about a minute anyway. You pass that too.
After answering the questions asked there, they return to us by email, and after receiving the confirmation email, we can now use this address. And from now on, we can print out the contract and go to the bank.
Now you can use this contract as an address pro. In some America, there are no clear-cut lines. Let me say this especially for a TD bank because it's easier. Maybe there are some local banks too, such a singular sentence. But you can use it there too, yes, while TD Bank's X branch may not accept this. Vidaniye branch does. So I actually tried one. Don't say it didn't happen. You can try the second one right away. Now that I was going to open a bank account, what do I need to apply for a driver's license? 1, driver's license. 2, passport. 3, statement. I also had to open a bank account for statement. Now, in order to open a bank account, we made a passport and a second ID. We have now received all 3 address profiles from Bize Postal. We went to the bank and opened our bank account at CD Bank. While we were leaving, we said, "Can you give me a statement?" He came out and gave you a statement. That statement is now a step above yours. You know what you needed to apply for a driver's license? We got it there. Now we are ready to apply for the driver's license. By the way, I say it again, why can't any branch give that statement? Why can they give it? You can go and get it from there. Then let's continue what we did.
Once we have our passport, driver's license, and bank statement, we are now entitled to receive an appointment called initial permit. We can have this now.
An initial permit will be obtained in New Jersey. We will leave the link below on how to get it, friends. We are not saying that only those who are members and those who like and follow us will be able to see this link. Of course, everyone will be able to see it. So we will leave that link below. You got in there. What are you doing there?
Before going here, those with an old driver's license must translate this. Old driver's licenses because there is no English on the back page. That's why this needs to be translated.
Any translation office can do it here, but since there are many Turks in New Jersey, especially in the Patterson area, this can be done more easily. But where did you have it done? You looked on Google?
I'm in New York. I went to a place close to where the office I knew was. I got it done there.
In fact, they will send it to you within an hour and a half. The main issue there is that the document is actually notarized. Be notarized. So it's not that important anyway. They'll probably even give you a Google Translate. After that, now, you have it done. He got his new driver's license, so he didn't need it anymore. After that, you made an appointment with these documents from that link. Continue.
We made an appointment. It is an advantage for us if we prepare for the driving test before going to the appointment. Because there, if you do not have to take the exam, after our procedures are completed, you will not be able to take the exam. We can take the exam when we have time after instant approval and permission.
This exam is a 50-question exam. It already surpasses those who got 40 correct ones, but they beat those who don't do 49. So it's pointing to the right arrow. It's like saying, which way did this show? Of course, I'm exaggerating a bit, but by the way, you can also enter Turkish in New Jersey. I know that's because I don't exist in New York, but maybe it's changed. But of course, Turkish is a bit broken Turkish. It's from Google. Please add its link to the description. You can probably look up those questions on Google too, because it is probably asked from past questions. For example, you can see past questions.
We will add this as a link under the video. They can study and prepare from there before going to an appointment.
Okay, now friends have applied for initial permit.
After that, after applying for the initial permit, they gave me the documents there. There is a $10 fee after approval. There they pay a $10 fee. They get their documents. If they can take the exam, they take the exam at that moment. If they cannot enter, they leave again.
Later.
Then we move on to the exam phase. During the exam, they can make an exam appointment from the link we will share below the video. There is an exam called Knowledge Test and STL Test within the exam appointment. They must take it. Likewise, there is no fee of $24 for the exam. $1.25 after taking his exam. If they win, I'm guessing Cubic Man wins.
These are called LAN CDL. We will leave the link there, friends. You can apply from there. An application was also made to him. After that, you enter the nearest location and the most appropriate time and take your exam.
Generally, if they look early in the morning to make an appointment, it is possible for them to find more appointment opportunities on the same day.
Yes, we took the exam. We passed the exam. Then how does the process proceed?
After passing the exam, we paid $25. After that, we left there. They send our driver's license to our address about 2 weeks later.
These 2 weeks can sometimes take longer, friends, FYI, but we can say that the average is 2 weeks. Now let's go back. Last time we paid $24. Before that, we paid another $10. Before that, how much did you pay for your translation? $45. We paid a fee, and we also paid $100 to get the address in the first place. We paid $10 annually or monthly. Yes, we took care of all our work and got our driver's license. Maybe it would be okay if he used the address for 3 months and did not renew his driver's license after getting it. Therefore,
its address. There is a detail like this in the address. If we change the address, we are required by law to notify there within 1 week.
But get the address annually. It's not that important. It's already $100. The entire operation was completed for a total of $150, or I'm guessing around that maximum. In terms of average time, how many days did you start and finish this process?
They can fix it in 1 week.
We can say 2, 3 weeks after arrival, but the whole operation is actually 1 week. Now, why is this actually important? It is more important than this. This type of ID, that is a driver's license, is actually an identity in America, just like it is in Turkey. The person who receives it can apply at many points, from applying for a loan to the bank, to applying for a credit card with ITN, or applying for a loan. I'm not talking about Amazon or anything like that on other points. We said it from the bank application. This ID will definitely be incredibly useful for these friends in these applications. When the friends who come as tourists receive it in this way, the whole issue is solved in a period such as a week. Therefore, share this video with both you and your friends who can somehow come to America. It will be beneficial for them to get this ID. We think it will provide serious benefit to them.
Definitely.
Actually, there's nothing else that comes to my mind. These are in general. If there is anything you want to add, you can add it.
If necessary, friends who have any questions about getting a driver's license in New Jersey can send their questions below our video.
You can write your comments. We can answer from there.
They ask their questions. If something happens, we try to answer questions there as much as possible.
This is generally the case. Now let me say it this way. Generally, as you know, we have a classic video series that we shot in New York, in Bryant Park. In this video, usually the weather is sometimes sunny and sometimes overcast, but this video is a bit mixed like this. It is both sunny indoor and outdoor.
We planned it to be sunny, but now the sun is gone.
I think this place has a nice ambience. I thank Ibrahim. At least he shared his short experience with us because this was important information. I think many of our friends will also benefit from this point. I would like to thank you in advance for the friends who are interested and the friends who will benefit. Thank you. In general, this was a video from our channel that was very suitable for my purpose. We inform people free of charge and make things easier for them, both at the meat trade point and at other points, as much as possible. It was like this in general, guys. I thank you for listening. Let me thank Ibrahim again. As I said, thank you all very much. See you in another video. If you or anyone around you is coming to New York, New Jersey, or anywhere in America, we definitely recommend that you take off this hat. See you in another video. Take care of yourselves.
Goodbye.